This podcast is rated M for Moose Movie Review.
Live from Johnny C. Cards in Wausau, Wisconsin.
You actually got it out this time.
Shut up. This is a Slack Off the Show with your hosts, Ross.
The Pokemon Stadium champion, Charisma.
Special guest host today, the Moose.
Featuring
Future Pokemon Stadium champion, Collin Austin Courtright, the great and powerful.
and the Elite Ringside Network Heavyweight Champion, Spencer Hart. Welcome to the Johnny C. Card Studios. This is a Slack Off the Show here on the Elite Ringside Network on Spreaker.com, iTunes Player.fm, PodDirectory.com, Stitcher.com, TuneIn Radio, Castbox.fm, and the Satchel Player for your Android and iPhones. We are Bobless.
Sweet Jesus, we actually made it through an opening without you all losing your fucking minds. I'm so proud.
I need to be preoccupied. That's the thing. Like, I was shuffling cards or I have my fidget spinner. I'm fine with that. I can hold a conversation. I can do everything like that when I'm actually doing something, but...
Yep, we are...
Everyone here has ADD. That's all
Yes.
I heard.
I don't have ADD, I have ADHD.
Oh, dear
Same
God.
difference.
And evidently OCD.
and XYZ.
PTSD,
Elemental
AIDS.
Are we still doing this?
What's happening? We're still in the air.
ADOS.
Is this thing on?
Did that hurt?
Oh, God.
We
my
are
God.
Bobless today, so we got...
Sounds like
sounds-
syphilis or something.
We are Bobless.
Have you
Syphilis is such a
contracted
beautiful word.
Bobless?
If only you could cure it.
If
with
you or a
penicillin.
loved one has been diagnosed with Bobless, you may be...
Happy.
I completely forgot the words.
You
You may be happy.
You may start singing.
You know, here's the thing, okay? Like, just so you know, Bob can't make it today because he's dealing with some family issues. So we're just
dragging him through the mud.
We'll drag him through the mud. We'll give him shit, but he'll be if he's back
It's
next
called
week.
fair game.
Yeah,
It's
pretty
called
much.
Friends.
Is he
Very
here?
Nope.
Fuck him.
Game over. Thanks for playing. Let's close the show.
Do you have a
Let's
syphilis?
not,
Oh,
because
right.
I have some pretty fun stories to tell.
We have a special guest host today, Mr. Moose.
How's it going,
How you
everybody?
doing?
I don't have scissors.
You have scissors. So we are going to have a couple What a
I have
Dick
a
stories.
shuriken.
We are also going to be playing Geek Out today.
Just stop
Dan
talking,
has been
Ross.
bothering us for the last 3 weeks to play this freaking game.
We should have
So we
waited until
have
he
it
wasn't
now.
here to play
Well,
it.
we were doing a couple of
Dan's
test
never
questions
not
before
here.
the show. I'm doomed.
I
I
am
am not going to be winning this game this week.
I probably won't either, but I just want to
Because
enjoy myself
Spencer's
here.
the nerd that lives under a rock.
Yes, I
Have
am.
you seen Deadpool yet?
We're gonna
Are you
move,
serious?
We're going to move on to What a Dick.
You know, Power Rangers came out on DVD
I think
today,
you
right?
belong on what it
Well,
did
it
for not
came out on
seeing
DVD
that.
on Monday, right?
Seriously?
Yes.
I haven't
Yeah.
seen
Wait,
it.
Power
Yeah.
Rangers came out
You know,
on
it comes
DVD?
out
You know
on
what
a
I
Monday,
never
it comes
got
out
to
on
see when I got it?
Tuesdays.
When I finally got the DVD?
Deadpool? There's a great reason why.
Yeah.
Did
Yeah.
you get our Deadpool?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're
sorry.
the best friends
It
ever.
kind of...
Yeah, except I don't have it anymore because it burned
It went up
in
in
somebody's
flames.
house.
Hi.
Because
Hi.
he had it for so long and
I had
didn't
it for like
watch
2
it.
weeks. Didn't I?
No, you had it for over a month because I
Anywho.
was there.
Let's move on to our, of course, weekly segment.
What is it?
Moving right
okay.
along.
So, which one should I start with?
I mean,
What are we starting
Which
with?
one
horse
should
a
you end
piece.
with?
Which one do you want to start with?
All right, let's go with one that just
He's speechless.
Los Angeles kindergarten teacher fired
wow.
after caught moonlighting as adult film star.
Nice.
Things you learn.
Can we
Well,
just
you
collectively
know, in LA,
get a nice...
the rent is so high, you got to do something extra.
I
Okay,
guess.
so here's the thing: a Christian.
Oh, wait,
God, that makes it
that makes it even better.
Wait.
She
She's
worked
Catholic.
No, okay, yes, it's a Catholic
thank
school.
you.
She works at a Catholic. She worked at a Catholic school. She was.
This just gets better
She
and
was
better
caught
the more you
moonlighting.
talk.
She was caught moonlighting as an adult film actress
Bow,
after
wow, wow,
after
wow,
one of
wow.
her after basically her Instagram posts and also her local
gotta
church
Instagram
pastor.
Yeah,
Her local-
what's her Instagram?
Her local pastor
Was in it?
reported to the school that she was performing in adult films.
Did he
Was
watch
she
this
also a
adult film?
schoolgirl during the films?
I don't know. I haven't
Maybe
seen
she
any.
stepped
Come
out
on,
of
Dan,
character
you
and
can
she
admit
was
it to
a
the entire-
librarian.
No.
You can admit it to the entire internet.
I'm no.
Did we,
I mean, don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with porn.
He
Did
wants
you
her
look up her
Instagram.
name?
yeah.
There's like
Nina Sky.
there's like
I
That
can
sounds
look her up.
familiar. I watch a lot of
Sky
porn.
with an
Collin.
E.
Yeah,
What
that
is it?
sounds familiar. I
Start
watch
with
a
an
lot of
E.
porn.
No, Nina Sky. Sky with an E.
oh
I'm pretty sure I've seen her on YouTube. And by YouTube, I mean PornTube.
That's
That's
type
All
2.
of the porn.
Pornhub, RedTube.
Is that it?
Okay, so
oh there's more.
she was sacked after refusing to give up what she quote.
Okay, like,
This is- okay.
which job did she get fired from?
She got fired from being a teacher.
I'd say she won.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because she refused to give up her quote unquote dream job as a porn star.
I'd
Well,
say
it does make
I'd,
a whole lot more.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be a dream job for about 10, 15 years, and then, honey, ain't nobody gonna wanna look no more.
Well, I mean, she got paid $2,500 a shoot,
Woo!
so
More
It's
money
not-
than we see in a month.
That's
Okay.
more money than
That's
a
And
It
she
looks
was
like she
quoted
wrote-
to say,
again, what happens to
It
porn
looks like-
stars after 10 years?
she was quoted to say, "I love teaching, I love sex."
I know that. I know that the people listening aren't going to be able to actually see this, but I'd say she brought the Catholic part with her.
Oh yeah.
Oh, good lord.
I can't. I can't even.
Shut up, Cressa. You talk about sex more than anyone.
That's fine, but you want to know what? I'm not going to give up an actual career to fuck people on camera.
That's fair. So,
That's a smart idea. So,
do
So
we
I
say-
should
what do
put
we
away
s-
that phone number that I got for you.
what do we say to the school that fired her?
What a dick!
Because I'm telling you,
Wait,
she got
what?
enough of them. She got enough of them anyway. We don't need to give her another one.
How's that the school's fault, bro?
all right, who's next?
I'll go next.
Okay,
I do have another one too.
that's fine.
Gene Simmons tries to trademark the devil horns.
Wait,
I've heard this
try that
one.
again. Say it again.
Gene Simmons
Okay.
tries to trademark
Okay.
the devil horns.
He invented it.
What a dick he
He
means.
did not.
He did not.
actually.
Ronnie James Dio's grandmother invented the devil horns.
He's
I
correct. This has
invented
actually been going on since the 70s. Apparently, Gene Simmons, he created it on the cover of Love Gun. Now, you have to look really carefully at the picture of the cover because he's going like this.
Love gun, aka penis. Okay, let's move on.
So, he
were already
and
there.
according to James Del Rio, he's dead. So, he can't defend himself. So, recently, he's tried to actually patent it.
Of course, because
This
now he
dumbass
doesn't
would-
have anybody to fight him.
This dumbass would try to patent oxygen. Can we just point that out?
He probably would.
Yeah.
Gene Simmons would. But he's actually recently withdrew, his plea to...
I would
I
hope
hope
so.
I hope so. Otherwise, it'd be just
Insanity?
yeah. That's fair.
Pretty bad.
I just thought that was great.
So what do we say to Gene Simmons, who tried to trademark a classic sign that wasn't his?
I
He
I
actually
feel
did
like there's
this
so
one,
much
not
more
this
we could
one.
probably say.
Right, but he's...
And this is the American Sign Language.
Right,
for
but
I
he-
love you.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
trying to get both, so it's just...
Excuse me?
No.
No.
All right.
No.
That
I've
would be
got
like-
one here.
that'd be
All right,
like-
I have one last one
Okay.
after you're done with yours.
Okay. This is just a complete what a dick.
See, everyone, our show is for children. You can see how they share their talkies. Sharing is caring, people.
That's true.
Unless it's germs.
Then stay
Or-
the
That
fuck away
shit to
from me.
yourself.
Right. All right. I'm gonna read you this headline.
Just the headline or the
side.
whole thing?
The headline, a little brief. I won't really need to say anything.
Spencer, just keep going.
Iowa Republican congressional candidate says we should just start killing some of these dang immigrants.
Wow!
Does he have a
I-
little mustache? Is it kind of
He
short?
does. Oh my god!
Oh my god. Wait. His mustache literally looks like his mouth when he's smiling. No, it was upside down for me when he flipped it over, and it didn't look any different.
It looks like
Wait,
it looks
are we
like
talking
somebody's
about that
mug
pedo
shot.
right there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it looks like he
So
just got
he's
convicted.
not like channeling anybody else who wanted to get rid of
Hitler!
Dang!
I'm sorry, I had to sneeze. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, it's all that
bless-
spicy
Jesus
food.
bless you.
It's all that spicy fumes from the fire sauce.
Right.
Oh, it's the tacos. The tacos.
The
All right.
tacos.
Oh, my.
So I have
I
one last
accidentally
one.
closed the story. I wanted to give you his name. His
Hitler.
name
I thought
is.
we went over that.
They don't give us his name. That's probably a good
Because-
thing.
Damn it.
I feel like it's not hard to find.
I'm sure you'll be
Hold
able
on,
to find it
What
in
do
there.
we say to this racist, moronic,
Xenophobic.
pedophile-looking mofo?
Burn.
What a dick!
All right.
Valid.
Your last one.
So, an unpaid, quote-unquote, video game composer is blackmailing
God.
YouTubers with DMCA strikes.
Hey, this sounds familiar.
I feel like we talked about this on the Twitch stream earlier.
Yes, we
this
did.
week.
But I'm going to go into a bit more detail
That's
here.
do.
valid.
A composer, a chiptune composer by the name of Alex Maurer, signed a contract back a couple of years ago with a company called Imago Software
care.
for a game called Star Mazer DSP. She in the contract that we've seen and it's made public, it says that the music becomes property of the company when it's completed.
Yeah.
However, she doesn't feel she got paid enough.
Wait, boo-boo?
So what does she do? Personally, and not using any kind of system or anything like that, goes to every video she can find that has the game footage and the music, and hits it with the DMCA copyright strike. Telling people that, giving a DMCA takedown notice, and telling her that, and telling the creator that if they didn't lodge a complaint with the company, not her, she would leave the strike on. But if they would lodge a complaint with the company for her, she would take the strike off.
Has she tried not being a one-hit wonder? That's where it stems from. If she's so convinced that that's the only chance she's going to get, because that's how it happens. That's how it works. And you
Ma'am.
can't just go back on your contract.
Ma'am, please pull the douche out before you decide to make decisions, because, my God.
And here's the thing: if what she's claiming,
My
saying
balls
that
aren't the
they
same
didn't
size.
pay her the full amount, or she wasn't paid what the agreed sum is, I can understand that. You have a legal foot to stand on there,
And then you take out with the company, not with.
and you take it up with the company, not with the people who are advertising and promoting your music. Because guess what? Your name is still on there. You're still stated to be the composer. You're still in the credits. So you're going to just take down music that would be free publicity, essentially.
Yeah.
Or take down stuff that would be just free advertising and everything like that. What did you do?
He was looking at the game.
Oh, okay.
He
Sorry,
was
I just
himself
noticed.
inappropriately behind you because he didn't want you to see how much he likes you.
Smelling your butt. God.
Alrighty
And
then.
He's a little jealous of you and Spencer.
Yeah, I
valid.
really want what you have.
I'm sorry.
So,
That could be
here's the
here
thing.
with the same thing as Bobless.
That's how you contract Bobless.
Yeah.
Wow!
Oh, God. Anyway, so what do we have to
That was
say to
awesome.
Alex Maurer
That's
and her
great.
complete and utter asinine attempt at, raising awareness?
Dill Hole.
What a dick!
I've been
Same thing.
watching a lot of that '70s show.
I love
Oh,
that
I've been
show.
watching that
Have
every
you
day.
watched The Ranch?
I
Watched
watch it
The
every
Yeah,
Ranch?
I've been watching that too, but Dill Hole's
So
much better.
we are
Oh, yeah.
going to take a quick break.
Quick attack.
Sam.
No, we're not.
Why not?
Hey, remember he said one more?
It's time.
He did
To
his
kick
one.
out the
God.
James.
Once again, and Dan brought it up because he has a pun.
I
this
have
week.
one. This
Funny
week.
moment.
It's time. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is time once again for your favorite segment, Honey Moments.
Fun fact, I actually do have about 4 people that this is their favorite segment.
I need their names and addresses immediately because they're going to get a gift in the mail.
This is my favorite
So you're
segment.
gonna
Wow.
international mail doesn't work that way.
Shut up!
Just saying.
What?
I thought it would be
There.
like a flaming,
I didn't know
Yeah,
what you
like a
said.
dog shit.
Yeah,
I have-
that's basically
I
what
have
it's gonna be.
4 friends in the UK and the Netherlands who think who say that this is their favorite segment.
Dan, start us off.
Because they want to listen to.
Hey,
Okay, so I will go with my one. because it's something that I overheard it at work yesterday, and I couldn't.
That's
It was
copyright
too good.
laws. Then I'm sorry, you're going to have to
Slap
pass.
you.
It's from
Yeah.
your favorite manager.
I'm gonna
Yep.
slap you.
It's from one of the seniors, and it's a nice little thing here for you.
You're okay.
Tyler?
Breathe.
Yeah.
God damn it.
So I dated a cross-eyed girl once. We broke up not only because we couldn't see eye to eye, but I found out she was seeing someone else on the side.
Oh dear.
Okay, so when I was younger,
was
I was
very
dating this Native American chick, right? And I mean, like, dude, she was hot, and we were banging all the time. But like, she was over at our place, and my parents were gone, right? And we were starting to get into it, and then I saw this huge fucking spider on the floor. It was terrifying, and so I was terrified of it. And she just goes over there, and I told her to squash it.
Oh, that took way too long to get to.
No, I liked that setup. I enjoyed that.
I used to be a banker, but then I lost interest.
I found a rock yesterday which measured 1,760 yards in length. It must have been some kind of milestone.
Oh dear God.
I was wondering why the baseball was getting bigger, and then it hit me.
I've always enjoyed that
That's a
joke.
great joke.
I've always enjoyed that one.
Last time I got caught stealing a calendar, I got 12 months.
My friend has. No, this is actually real. This is a real one. This is
Stick with this is real.
No, that's best. Go.
no. My friend's really into birds, and lately he's been making a lot of bird jokes, and I can't stand him anymore. But you know what? Two can play at that game.
All right, so do you have another one? Because I want to end. I've got the best ending.
Go ahead.
Excuse me.
Do you know why I make puns, Spencer? Because it's my responsibility.
That was great.
This is my life.
Could be worse.
We don't
Could be
force
living with
you.
Bob again.
Can we? Fair. We're gonna go to break. And when we come back, we're gonna do a game of the week.
What about my segment?
Oh, that's right. Well, you didn't tell me. I thought you weren't gonna be doing this one, so.
That's fine. We'll do it another time.
No, we can do it.
Do it right now.
The break.
time.
If you have to go to the bathroom, now is the time to do it.
Yeah.
Wow. Play
Away
nice,
with a
children.
Moose movie review.
Just take it to the bathroom with you.
All right. So, I know there's one thing that we really don't talk about on this show, and that's politics. But I'm going to talk about a different type of politics today.
Damn.
Politics of the Oscars.
Oh.
No, that's okay. That's not
That's-
politics.
yeah. That's-
That's best.
That's media.
But I feel I needed a disclaimer. Spencer, do you have a disclaimer notification there?
No.
You need to give him more
notice.
time.
This
What-
is the opinion of me,
Oh.
the moose only, and no other influences have been made or have been given.
Nothing but the moose.
The
Nothing but the
following opinion is of Moose Movie Review and does not reflect the opinion of the Elite Ringside Network.
Thank you.
Does that work?
That works for me.
No,
So
people.
this year was actually
Mine probably goes along his, but whatever.
this is
Let's see
actually
how
the-
many times we can interrupt him before he starts.
Hey, he's turned into me. Can't finish a story.
All right,
I don't know if I should be happy or sad. I'm trying to replace Bob.
If you're getting
You have a gimmick
if you're
now.
getting talked over, you're doing
You're
good.
doing a good thing.
You have a gimmick.
I do. It's the moose. Coo-Coo KaChoo. Anyway, this is the first time I actually did not watch the Oscars this year. Big shock for a lot of people, I know. So this year, there was a little bit of a problem.
Little.
What happened?
That's right, Steve Harvey. I'm calling you out.
I've
You
never
didn't hear.
watched
You
them.
didn't hear what happened.
I've
So-
never watched them in my life.
What happened was the guy they're doing Best Picture. La La Land director just won Best Director, and then it's time for Best Picture. They gave them the wrong envelope.
He does that. I feel like it's intentional because this is not the first time he's done it.
No,
Oh,
keep
no.
no. Steve Harvey wasn't the host of the Oscars.
I was
It
calling out
was-
Steve Harvey. It was some. I don't know who gave out the award, but I'd have to look that up. But it was hilarious anyway, because they were all on stage celebrating, and then they're like, "Oh yeah, you actually didn't win." So, well, you know what? One, Moonlight.
Yep.
I've never seen it.
Okay,
You mean
What
like Bruce Willis and what's her face?
No.
So-
not like Nina Sky.
Let's take a look at Moonlight's plot summary. You ready for this?
Dun, 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 dun.
A chronicle of a childhood, adolescence, and bludgeoning adulthood of a young African-American gay man growing up in rough neighborhood of Miami.
A rough
So
neighborhood
it's
in
like
Miami.
Miami Vice.
You know what this reminds me of?
Miami Vice.
Just about every movie I've seen
The scene-
like this.
The scene in American Dad. You know the episode where they rip off Goldfinger?
Yes.
Yep.
You know, and they make an Oscar, and then Roger makes Oscar Gold.
Yep.
That's what that reminded me of. Now, I'm not saying that Moonlight should not have won Best Picture, but it should not have won Best Picture. It wasn't the Best Picture.
Did
See, the
you
thing
just
is-
Kanye?
I did.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
This is what I don't like when I hear about stuff like this, is that they're bringing politics into the Oscars, because it didn't win Best Picture because it won Best Picture. It won Best Picture because the gay black man wins. Which is great. That's great. That's wonderful that that's happening, but this is film, not like the Nobel Prize.
Exactly. That's my whole point right there. That is exactly it. The only reason why that won is because of what it was about. Is because the Black Lives Matter movement.
And they
Now, I have no problem with Black Lives. All lives matter.
but yeah.
Chris,
When you're ready, I
Go ahead.
have something I want to say. As right as you are about all of this being political and everything, at the end of the day, did anybody else miss out of the fact that the Oscars have been political for how long
Oh,
now?
yeah.
Oh, that's my next
It's
point.
just been
Let's take
a
a
joke.
trip in the time
mean-
warp again.
Let's do the time warp again.
1996. English Patient beats Jerry Maguire.
oh my God.
1998. This is probably one of my favorite ones. Shakespeare in Love beats Saving Private Ryan.
Oh,
Shouldn't have, but I did
yeah.
love that movie.
You know
Don't
why?
judge me.
Because Steven Spielberg has much hate against the Academy. And they'd already given him a Best Picture nomination and win for Schindler's List, which is probably one of the best films made in the last 30 years.
Let me just step right in. It's not just the Oscars either. It's also the Grammys. If anybody remembers 1989 when Jethro Tull beat Metallica for Best Hard Rock Heavy Metal Performance.
That's right.
Oh, what was it? No, what was it? Carlos Santana beat Metallica at one point.
Yeah.
When the White Album came out.
That sounds right.
When the Black Album came out, excuse me. When the Black Album came out,
was gonna
Carlos
say-
Santana beat out Metallica for...
I was about to have a moment.
To be fair,
you know
though,
who
have
did
you
the
ever
White
listened
Album?
to
Yes, the
Santana
Beatles.
just play guitar for hours? Ugh.
It's amazing.
2002,
Does
Chicago
rock,
beats
I'm
The
sorry.
Lord of the Rings.
Okay,
That's
that's
a sin right
disgusting.
there.
See, and the only reason why is because the Academy can't have another trilogy win Oscars. So what did they do? They gave it to him the next year. My favorite, 2005, Crash beats Brokeback Mountain.
Yep.
I will never
yeah.
forget in my entire life Jack Nicklaus walking out on stage, opening the envelope, and the winner is Pans looks down again, looks over, shrugs and goes, Crash. Sorry.
Okay. I'm sure this is going to be sacrilege, and a lot of people are not going to like me for it.
I like it.
Brokeback Mountain, I can't watch it. I've seen it once. You want to know why? Was I the only one who felt the tension between Heath Ledger and
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Jake Butt Buddy? Only one of them was really into this.
Yeah.
The other one looked really uncomfortable with the situation the entire way through.
Granted, they could have. I agree with you. They could have probably done him better because Jake did look. He looked absolutely petrified.
So did Heath. Both of them were they seemed very uncomfortable with the role. And it's okay that they were. But then they should have gone out of their way to find different actors for it, maybe. Or found a way to make them less uncomfortable with this role.
I am convinced if this movie got remade today, it would win every
Oh yeah.
award underneath
Yeah.
the sun.
If Brokeback Mountain were
Aren't they doing that with, like, women now?
Yeah. 2008, Slumdog Billionaire beats Milk.
okay,
Millionaire.
hang
The
on.
hell is
I
Milk?
liked that movie. I loved Slumdog Millionaire.
But, like, don't we know that he wins, like, immediately?
Yeah.
Like,
Why would you have a film about a poor man in India winning Who Wants to Be a Millionaire when you had Harvey Milk, one of the greatest political advocates of all time,
That would
and Sean Penn played that role beautifully.
That's fair.
The Kings 2010, or no, another great one, 2009. The Hurt Locker beats Avatar.
Okay, have you seen Hurt Locker?
Yes.
I hated
Okay,
Avatar. I
Me
absolutely
too.
despised Avatar.
Oh,
I thought
I
Avatar
I can't
was.
wait for the second one, but
I thought
think the Hurt
Avatar
Locker
was
was
boring.
so much better.
I thought it was a visual spectacle and nothing else. It was pretty colors on a screen filled with absolutely no meaningful story.
So
Ross,
it was like
right here. It was dances with wolves with blue people.
So-
Actually, it was
Smurfs.
Pocahontas.
No,
Dances
because
with
in
Wolves. Pocahontas was Dances with Wolves.
No,
That's true, too.
No,
But the
because
other-
in Pocahontas, the thing Disney always missed out on was, you know what happened to Miss Pocahontas?
She
Shut
was
up.
a
Went
slave.
to England. No, she went to England with John Smith.
And died
he
on the way
got
home.
bored with her, and she became a prostitute and died of syphilis.
Well, anyway.
Not only that, let's focus on the fact that John, what was his name again?
Who?
John Smith.
Yeah.
He was never like a captain. He was just kind of a dude that was on the ship.
Yeah.
Like he was just an average dude who like took this
And
woman with
Pocahontas
him.
was 14.
Yeah.
Well, the main reason I point this out is because it was the fact that the Academy wanted to screw over James Cameron because of his divorce with his wife.
Right.
Yeah.
That was
yes,
the main.
that's valid.
That's the main injustice there because it won every single thing, and then you have the Hurt Locker as a former U.S. Marine. You go, okay, yeah, that's part of life. Whoop-de-doo. I preferred Avatar because it gave me an escape. The King's Speech. Insert here 4 other films that could have won and should have. Why in 2010 is a film about a king overcoming a speech impediment winning?
Because speech impediment.
When you had Toy Story 3, True
Toy
Grit,
Story 3.
Inception,
Inception.
Oh,
Black Swan.
we all know why Inception didn't win.
Because they were afraid. They were afraid.
No, because I can never remember his name. Leo DiCaprio was in it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
There was that whole thing too about Leo only finally won an Oscar. What was it, last year?
I'll get to
Yeah.
that.
What was the reason for it again?
2011. The Artist Beats the Help.
Yeah.
How in 2011 can a black and white film win? Can't have a movie about slavery. Nope. Can't have that. Nope.
I loved that movie.
I do too.
Except for the fact that, well, I mean, I really enjoyed the book. There's also the fact that, man, that white girl sure did lead into, all the civil rights.
2000.
Sorry.
2002. 12. Excuse me. Argo beats Django Unchained.
Ah yes.
Very similar.
Django Unchained was an amazing fucking masterpiece
Thank you.
of Quentin Tarantino, and oh my god, I hope cancer on the Oscars.
Yeah.
Ass
the only-
cancer?
You
The only
mean
thing
can't
is,
ask
you gotta
the
remember,
Oscars are
they don't
cancer?
like oddballs, and well, Quentin takes that cake.
Yep.
Well, yeah, the other things that were also really good, you had Les Mis, Lincoln, and Silver Linings Playbook. So this is how I pictured them going around the room. Had an art piece win last year. Can't let Spielberg win. And did anyone remember the plot to Silver Linings Playbook?
What?
Not off the top of my head.
I've
So,
never seen
all right,
it.
2013, 12 Years a Slave.
Ah yes.
No injustice here. Anyone?
No.
Who am I kidding? American Hustle was the best film. 2014. Now, this is an interesting one. No, this is actually the one that is, I don't consider political injustice. Birdman beats American Sniper. The only reason I call this a political injustice in the Oscars because I was happy Birdman won. I love the movie Birdman. It's a really well done piece. Michael Keaton plays the role well. I'm convinced that is now his life as the Vulture. But the only reason why American Sniper didn't win is because of Clint Eastwood being a noted Republican.
I didn't get into the whole American Sniper craze.
I read the book by Chris Kyle, and I got to meet him in person as an actual person. He was a great guy. He was just a very down-to-earth, very humble man from Texas. and his friend just went off.
Clint Eastwood's son is the most gorgeous thing to ever walk the face of this
You know, if you
earth.
put a side-by-side picture of him and
Yeah,
his son,
I
they
know.
look exactly the same.
Yes!
You just
I
said that
know.
about Sam Elliott.
Yeah.
No, he's the silver fox of all silver foxes.
And
There's a
last but not
difference.
least, 2015. Spotlights beats The Martian / The Revenant. Leo finally wins his Oscar because, you know what? He sold his soul to the devil like Joe Namath did for the Jets to win a Super Bowl.
What?
What?
Joe Namath...
No, I understand. But he should have won it for Wolves of Wall Street.
He should have won it for Wolf of Wall
yeah.
Street. He should have won it for Inception. He should have won it for Shutter Island.
I
You wish me to
understand there were a
continue.
lot of them. But my biggest injustice was the fact that he didn't win it for Wolves of Wall
Yes.
Street. That movie,
Was awesome.
The
It was
Wolf on
great.
Wall Street
I mean,
was
like,
so
let's-
good.
watching that man basically do the crab all over the ground walk of a man on too many drugs as a sober, like, pretty straight-laced
He should have also won it for Django Unchained. He's played some great roles. But he finally did, and for those who have seen The Revenant, it's a great film. I recommend it.
Very good film.
I recommend it highly. But the only reason why these two films didn't win because you can't have Matt Damon win. You can't have a film that nobody. So you know what we're
Matt
gonna
Damon
do?
deserves to
We're
win.
gonna nominate the film about scandal in the Catholic Church.
Well,
It needs to be pointed out still.
It is.
But it
I
doesn't
totally.
deserve
I-
it doesn't
I
deserve
totally
an
agree.
Oscar.
We don't have enough time to go over the Catholic Church.
No.
Yeah.
So
That would take a couple
in
episodes.
conclusion, that is my rant on politics and the Oscars. Next week I'll have a review on, let's say Guardians of the Galaxy.
yes! Let's talk
One
about
or
that.
two?
Both.
Are we just
Are
doing
you
movie or are we
feeling your
going into
nipples?
comics?
What are you doing?
Oh
He's
yeah,
rubbing his Star-Lord off. I mean,
Oh.
Star-Lord.
Are we
I don't have my glasses
only
on.
talking
about
Lucky I
movies?
can tell who you
I would
people
talk about
are.
the comic if you
That's
like.
Alright.
valid.
Oh,
I'm the loud one.
a nice
No.
debut episode
What?
of Moose Movie Review here on a Slack Off the Show. We are now going to take a break.
Check out MMR on Facebook at the Moose Movie Review.
We'll also throw up a link on our new
Grow
website.
up.
down?
I'm
We'll also
sorry,
put up a link,
little boy. What did you just tell me?
On our new website, eliteringsidenetwork.weebly.com.
We'll be
check it
back.
out.
Weebly?
Weebly.
Oh, Weebly.
Weebly. Good
Oh,
morning.
good God.
Good morning.
I don't have my glasses on. I can't hear.
So
That sounds about right.
We're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back and we're going to do Game of the Week. That is next here on a Slack Off the Show.
What is going on, guys? This is the Loose Cannon, Nate the Effing Great, here to tell you about a great company known as AJsBelts.com. Why are they so great, you ask? Well, let me tell you, they have every single championship belt that you can imagine, from classic championships to modernized championships. Hell, even they do MMA championships. They have great deals on championship belts, and I know what you're thinking. What if you can't afford them right now? No problem. They have a great layaway program, as well as if you go through PayPal credit, you can get your championship belts right away. A&J's Belts, the proud sponsors of the Squared Circle Podcast.
Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Spencer Hart from the Elite Ringside Network. Wanted to let you know about some amazing news. You can now listen to all of our great programming on the new Satchel podcast player for your Android and iPhones. Here's the deal. While you're listening to us on Satchel, you can send us a few dollars to make all of our amazing shows even better. So if you're listening to us right now on Satchel, go ahead and click on that donate button to send us some much appreciated donations. And if you're not listening to us on Satchel, I mean, come on, what are you doing? Download the podcast player right now at satchelplayer.com. Exclusive friends of the Elite Ringside Network. We are back here on the Elite Ringside
Wow,
Network.
was that on?
No,
Oh, okay.
I waited till the last possible second.
That's probably for the best. I like naked people.
But we're all clothed.
Yeah,
Thank
thank
the
God.
good Lord.
So, all right.
Except for Spencer.
And he's rubbing
Hey,
his naughty
you
parts
can
again.
only produce a show in the nude.
That's
How it's
you're
done.
wrong.
It's the best way to produce
That's how I
it.
do all my. That's how I do all my Twitch streams.
Hey,
And
That's how I watch
played
NXT every
with
single
him.
week.
you know, at least there's no camera. So it is time for the Game of the Week, sponsored by Johnny C. Cards. Are going to come down every Friday night for the Friday Magic Draft. Friday Night Magic,
That's what I
FNM.
said.
You said Friday Magic Draft.
Right, because it's a draft.
It's FNM. It's Friday Night Magic.
It has a specific acronym.
Okay.
You don't call
Friday Night Magic.
There you go.
What's going on next weekend again?
The Hour of Devastation pre-release.
Yes.
I have no idea what they're talking about.
The new
I-
set is they're having a
hey,
pre-release weekend
hey,
for the new
I
set.
was talking. I come here for board games and comic books.
Yes. And we are today playing Geek Out by popular request of Dan.
Hey,
By
We were
popular,
playing
I
this-
was going to say
excited.
by popular request, do you mean by Dan whining? And
Dan
whining
every single
and
day in our
whining?
podcast Facebook group.
I want to just make sure. Do we need to talk about spoiler alerts in this game?
I mean, we can't. I don't have the spoiler alert.
When was the game made?
the game?
I lost the game, by the way.
Yeah, well, you know.
Right now.
By the way, here's something that
2013.
says right on the card.
I'm
says
so
right on the
glad
card.
you could hear that.
Also, here's the thing. One thing that, when it comes to Geek Out, what we have here, when it
There's a lot
mentions
of hair.
the cards here, the way it works is basically go around the table, or however we have it planned out here. Do we have teams, or are we just doing it individually as us?
We should have maybe discussed that
Let's
during
do
the break.
team.
Let's do individual.
Well, host, co-host, special
Okay.
co-host.
Wait.
What?
Wait. First off, don't point to him
First
as
of all,
No,
I'm
that's
the
the
producer.
That's not a host.
Whatever.
Don't call
Hosts.
him that.
That's why they always go first, and I always go last.
I don't know, I figured you're the one with the computer and the microphone.
That doesn't
is,
mean
It's a
who.
valid point. I can do this. See?
Woo.
Woohoo!
And then there's no podcast.
There's no podcast.
For those of you
Yeah,
listening,
well, I've got a
Spencer
computer now. I'm
paused it
not...
and said he could just make sure
Spencer
nobody
muted
hears
the
us.
Spencer muted
So
the
that's what
audio.
we're talking about.
He has the microphone, but it's mine.
Is it still
That's
muted?
fair.
Is that why you're
It
laughing?
is Dan's microphone.
That I'm going to be taking back.
I know.
It's a really nice microphone.
It is a very
It's
nice
very
microphone.
high
I was
quality.
casty with it for
You know
Rocket
what?
League.
Holden's got one like that at home.
And...
But anyway,
Before we go
waiting
too
for
far,
the
actually, do you want to say, if
Yeah, I
anybody is in, Wausau, Merrill areas like that, definitely come down to Johnny C's. I'm looking. They have all of the Star Wars X-Wing board games.
all of them.
which you were
all of
looking at
them.
during the last segment.
Yeah,
They've got
that's what they were
tons of-
asking what I was doing.
They've got tons
And that's
of cooperative stuff.
that's again the premise of our game of the week. Is we record here in the back room of Johnny C Cards.
Also, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget they have RPG gaming books.
Oh, yes, they do.
everywhere.
They totally
Yes.
do.
Tons of games on this rack. We'll play one every week. That can relate. That can
I've only
translate to a
seen
podcast.
one nicer
that is.
rack. My own.
All right. So
Okay.
let's get into Geek Out. Why don't you explain the game because you're
All right. So,
coming in.
Tell me how to play this.
all right. Really simple.
It doesn't seem too hard.
It tests your knowledge of pop culture, video game, and general geekdom.
Are you playing?
Geekery.
I'm going to.
This is Vicky, of course.
Miss V.
I think I'll be like I am on D&D.
Okay.
She's
Oh,
a heckler.
She's the commentary.
Hand
Are
me
you
the
playing?
die.
Okay.
You can't mouth.
You have to speak.
I will throw balls at you.
Speak. Louder. There you go.
Anyway, so we have a standard.
You really should be throwing the balls at Spencer, though. He's
Well,
used to
he's-
having them in his face, right, Dan?
Oh my god, that was so good.
That's how they contracted Bobless.
Anyway,
Hashtag Bobless.
moving on.
That was. I thought that
That's
was
the name of the
cure.
episode.
Hashtag Bobless.
Yes.
All right. So roll the
You
die.
heard it here first.
Die has 6 different colors on it. You pick a card from the deck.
You know, some
Of
of,
course,
us
white
can't
comes
see
first.
colors.
White is actually wild card.
Here,
means
this is
you
what we're
get
gonna
to
do.
choose?
You
The
get to
six-
choose
the six-
You get to choose one of the 5. Any one of the 5 there.
For
And
those
for
of you
those
listening
who
at
are
home,
listening,
the 6 colors are yellow, white, red, black, green, and blue.
white, of course, is the wild card.
Yes.
So why don't you start?
So
As been
Here's how it
proven in the
works.
past.
red is gaming. Blue is comics.
Shit.
Yellow is sci-fi.
Shit.
Green is fantasy.
I'm so
Shit.
excited for this.
Oh.
And black is general knowledge.
Once you go to general
nerd
knowledge, you don't go back.
Is potable.
Yes, it's pretty much potent potables. Anyway,
So I might answer some of your guys' questions just because.
you roll the die,
Okay.
draw a card, read the color that pops up. So, for example, green.
Nice.
So, you go to the fantasy question on the card.
That was my green.
The card says, name 6 characters from The Wizard of Oz.
Oh.
Tin
I
Man.
can name
wait.
name 6. Can anyone else name any more?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
so
you'd say
you
you can
wager,
do
you bet how many you can do. So I can do 6.
This sounds stupidly
This sounds-
complicated.
No,
This
no,
sounds
really,
pretty cool.
It's named.
It just
it's
becomes a
named
one-on-one
that tune
challenge.
in reverse.
Right.
Exactly.
So, like, for instance, if I could name 7, I would say, stop
Can
that.
you?
I can hear that. It's bothering me.
Yes, because she's
Put it on the ground, it goes.
You gotta make sure it's still spinning.
Okay.
Sounds like a loose tire.
Well, that's it for a Slack Off the Show.
Anyway, yes. I can name 6.
I-
If you can name 7.
I can name 4.
I
Okay.
can maybe do 7 or 8.
7.
I can name
8.
10.
Keep going until someone can't name it. They
Yep.
they then list it off. If they can get that many that they
You
name,
get that many points.
they get a point.
How long do they
8
get?
point-
I
Well,
believe it's 30 seconds.
Hang on, let me pull up the match game music here.
I believe it is 30 seconds.
okay.
Yeah,
And
he has
the
the
rules lawyering has
It's already
begun.
started.
Anyway, if you aren't able to do it,
Da-na-na.
you get a shame token.
Shame.
At the end of the game, all points are tallied up.
And then
Shame
you minus
tokens
the
count
shame
as
token.
minus 2 points.
Jesus, that's kind of harsh.
No, it's just Vicky. Thank you.
That's valid.
Yeah. All right, so why don't you start?
All right.
We
Encrust
started
the
with
trust.
white, if you recall.
There is no time limit.
All right. So there is
Well,
no
I
time
was
limit, but we do
Well,
need
hang
to.
on.
Okay,
We need
For
to
the
30
sake of the
seconds
podcast,
isn't-
we should give about
Let's
30.
do 30 seconds.
30.
For
30
the
second
sake
time
of the
limit?
podcast.
All
yes.
right. So did someone have a timer set up?
For the sake
Kyle.
of the children.
All right. So
Think
what we will
of the
do?
children!
We will start off. We will start off. I will go. We will roll, and
then
we shall
go.
begin.
Okay, are we teaming?
Are we
though?
playing?
I feel
Are
like
we-
we talked about that and then
I still
skipped
feel
it
we should do
halfway.
individual.
Let's
Nobody
do free
asked
for
you.
all. Let's do free for all.
Yeah, there's
Okay.
2, 4, 6,
There's-
7 people
Well,
here.
there's 5 of us playing.
There's 5 of us playing.
There you go.
Wait, are you playing?
I heckle.
So 5.5.
All right. So roll the die. Black.
General knowledge.
Well, I told you, once you go general knowledge, you don't go back.
Right. So we don't even have to roll anymore.
So mine is 2 named citrus flavored sodas.
Wait, say it again.
I can do
2
I can do 3.
named citrus
I
flavored
can do
sodas.
4.
So it's the first one who says it, or?
Yes.
Okay, Spencer goes.
Oh, no, well, she said she could do 4.
I
can.
got 2. Anyone else can do more?
I can
She
do
can do
5.
4.
What's the flavor? we're
You can do
looking for?
5?
Citrus
five.
flavored
Okay.
sodas.
I would say that's top.
I
I can't.
I can do 6. Wait, hold on.
Keep in mind, you have 30
Right, I
seconds
know.
after the. Also, one thing I will state here is I am invoking the franchise rule.
Which is?
What?
When it comes to a product, when it is something that is like general theme, like if it's saying like particularly,
Pepsi.
well,
I
if
think
it's-
that's a bit too vague.
no,
That
when
cuts
it
out
comes
half
into
the
like
sodas.
okay, for example, it's in the franchise of a product, so it's not just necessarily one entity. It is the franchise, meaning it is books, comics, movies, TV shows, everything that falls into that particular franchise. You can go through that entire thing.
I think I can do 7, but I can't think of them all right now.
Okay, so 5.
All right.
Go.
Mountain Dew, 7-Up, Sprite, Squirt, and Sundrop.
Those
If I can add more
They're
onto
citrus
them.
flavored.
Citrus.
If
None
I
of
can-
them
I
are
thought you were
citrus.
more.
If I can add more,
Citrus.
It is a citrus flavor, though.
if I can add more, do I say it?
No.
No.
Okay.
No, because you
You got
guys
your
let me
chance.
do it.
She had her point. She
Yeah.
has,
She gets the card.
she has 1 point. There's your card.
All right, so pass me the
Next.
cards.
Are we going this way or are we going which way?
I assume we're going clockwise.
Okay.
I don't like clocks.
They're too wise.
See, I used to have this habit
Ooh.
of eating clocks,
Comic books!
but it became too time-consuming.
All right.
Ah.
2 named butlers in comic books.
I can name 4.
I can name. Yeah. That's
So
not
far,
as much.
four.
as
I'm at 2.
All right, Colin's got 4. He's got 4.
Okay.
One's going twice. Sold.
Names. I
30
know
seconds.
Jarvis. I know Alfred. I know... What's his name? I suppose I should have known the name rather than just the series.
Yep.
God, I do this to myself all the time.
15 seconds.
Thanks. Don't tell me that. That was a comic book, but that doesn't count.
It was.
Screw it. I can't do it.
Shame.
Shame token.
Shame
And the
token.
two I could have named were Cadbury and Smithers.
Ah, Smithers.
Wait, oh, Smithers.
Yeah,
The Simpsons have a comic book.
that's
Yes,
right.
they do.
That's right, they do.
Smithers was the Lodge's
Yeah.
butler in Archie.
All right, Kyle. Mr. Moose now with the die in the card.
Red.
Red Gaming.
Oh.
2 games that have been played on tabletop.
Oh, I
I
can
can
name,
name 7.
I can name 10.
I hear 10. Do I hear 11? Do I hear 11?
I can do 11.
12.
We got to hear 11. We got to 12. 12. Do I hear 13? 13 going once?
Sold for 12.
Twice.
Thank you.
Go ahead.
Thank you.
So, hang on. Before we start the clock, let me see the rules. What is the definition of tabletop game?
Tabletop
You
is
know
the
the
show. Tabletop is the show. Will Wheaton created on Geek and Sundry.
It says right here. A tabletop game is a game that can be played in person with other opponents without the use of a computer or console, regardless of whether it is on a table or whether or not a table is used.
Is tabletop capitalized?
It's a table and top R.
Then it's
Okay.
essentially board games.
No,
I can
It's
name
it is.
500.
It is Will Wheaton show
Show
on Geek and
tabletop.
Sundry.
Yes, because
That's why I didn't say anything.
Didn't know that.
Because,
What?
as much as I love Will Wheaton,
Hang on,
and
let
oh
me
good
see that.
gods do I do, I don't know.
Tabletop. It is Will Wheaton show on Geek and Sundry that came out in 2012.
Come on. Bullshit out of this game.
That's a shame token. That is a forfeited
shame
shame
token.
token.
Suro
he
of the
didn't even
Seas.
try.
Suro of the Seas. Zombie dice. Get bit. Let's
You
see.
get bit.
Settlers
Dan,
of Catan.
I would just like you to know that here in the Johnny C. Card studio, there's a big metal door.
Star Trek Catan.
Use it.
Wait.
Small
Wait,
World.
does multiple Catans count?
It's
Yeah.
two separate
Two
games.
separate games.
Oh,
Star Wars.
All right. Kyle with the die.
Settlers of
for you.
Catan Jr.
but I don't want that one.
Woo.
And I got gaming.
Alright.
4 video games in which a vampire is an enemy.
Which
Oh my
vampire is an
God.
enemy. Woo, boy.
4 games?
0.
Was it
0.
4 you said?
4.
4.
I can do 4.
Wow.
I couldn't.
I can't.
Keep in mind, you don't need to be able to say the enemy, just the game.
Right. I mean, I can only think of one.
And that's when franchise rule comes into play as well. You can name one franchise of game, not multiple, not
Didn't
every
you just
game.
do that with Catan?
No,
But they
they're.
don't.
Those
They
were
are
separate games
But
that were
isn't it
played
the same
on.
franchise?
So what we're gonna do
That's
as
what I was
well
thinking.
for the sake
That's
of the
fine too,
podcast
but still, I didn't get those points. I was just
is
rattling
I'm gonna
off.
do a 15-second clock,
For figuring it out.
figuring out. Once 15 seconds is up, that's it.
Alright.
All right, so
I
we'll
can-
start it now.
I can
do
name
4.
5.
Do we hear 6? 6? 6?
6.
Okay, go ahead.
Once, going twice. Sold.
Skyrim, Van Helsing, Blood Rain. What's it called? I'm so bad at remembering once I fucking put it out there. I hate when I do it. Shit. I said, okay, Skyrim, Van Helsing, Blood Rain. For real? Just give me the stupid shame token.
Castlevania!
Come on.
Castlevania, Buffy.
You know what the
Buffy.
worst thing in the world is? Literally right before we started this podcast, I was thinking
That's
about
how you know
Symphony
that
of the
I
Night.
have the Force.
Legacy of Cain.
I've never actually played it.
Prince of
Oh, those are
Persia,
great. Prince of Persia is another one.
Final Fantasy.
Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It's all fun and games until you're under the
First
scrutiny of
off, I
everybody.
have ones over here. Please don't do that because my drink is leaking.
Oh.
Well, not leaking, it's condensating.
Also, we have arms.
God,
Comic book.
already out.
Oh, man. 4 post-apocalyptic comic books.
Oh God.
Everybody in this room should really be able to do this.
Post-apocalyptic.
Post-apocalyptic.
How many?
4.
I can do 4.
Time's up.
All right, Kyle.
Kyle, take 4.
We got Terminator, Aliens, X-Men Apocalypse,
Thank you.
and Deadpool.
Don't forget Old Man Logan.
Scooby-Doo.
But yes.
Kyle
Also,
gets
don't
the card?
forget.
I mean,
don't forget Commando at
that,
Earthsend.
you could have just said X-Men.
He's a
That's the
comic book.
franchise.
He does have comics.
Yeah.
Yep.
All
They are
right.
post-apocalyptic.
So here we go.
Yes.
Mad Max.
Mad Max.
That's true.
I like girly.
Green. What's green?
Green
Okay, that
is
came out
fantasy.
wrong.
Oh, God.
Thanks for letting me go.
Name 2 Weasley children.
I can name 5.
I can name my own 3.
Any Weasley children?
Oh,
guess it would
I
say
can
there
name
are
them all.
only
I
the
can name
Weasley
7.
children.
I can name 7.
We got 7.
7.
Mickey
You
does
can name
have
7
7.
Weasley
Seven.
children?
Yes.
You ready?
Time's up.
Yes.
It's the Weasley children.
Charlie, Bill, Fred, George.
Is Bill a child?
Shit.
Yes.
It is their
Fred,
children.
George, Ginny, and Ron.
Forgetting one.
I am. Hold
Snooty
on.
Butt.
Oh, Percy.
Hooray!
I didn't-
Point for you.
She named all 7 of the Weasley
Well,
children.
you hinted one.
I would have gotten it if I went through them again.
That's fair.
Okay.
All right, my turn to read.
She's
the
also
I
a
thought-
heckler, so
Get
her
another
points
shame
don't
token.
actually matter.
Let's read the card and
That's
get another
true.
shame token.
General
General
knowledge.
knowledge.
Good luck. 2 Sigourney Weaver films.
I can name 4.
I can't name any. Who's Sigourney Weaver?
What? Track.
Oh my God.
Did you just say that?
Oh.
Yeah.
Shit.
I don't watch as many
Shame.
movies as I do video games.
Shame.
Give him like 6. Because I even know who
I
she is.
could.
Who he is.
No, I can't because franchise rule.
No, it doesn't matter. There's still.
It does.
There's
There's
still-
franchise rule.
I'm going to throw my balls at you two.
Okay.
Sigourney's
So
the
who
whole
said
thing.
4?
All right.
You're up.
Avatar, Alien, Ghostbuster.
Oh yeah, I forgot she was in Ghostbusters.
You can't say that one though. She can help you, but you can't say the movie then.
I'm totally trying to blank. I feel as a movie.
Finding Dory!
Oh
Enchanted.
yeah.
Enchanted, Holes, Galaxy Quest.
Paul.
Galaxy Quest! Oh my God!
I loved her in that movie.
Sigourney Weaver.
That's actually my roommate's #1 old lady crush, by the way. Makes me so happy.
So wait, okay.
She's not
hang
an
on.
old lady.
So each card is worth 1 point.
Each
Yes.
card is
Oh,
worth 1
fuck.
point.
Yeah,
Oh my
5.
God! The shame tokens suck.
That's why normally, you know, a team environment is a good thing because you
Oh.
can, you know,
Do it together.
pool together with team members.
Gaming.
Name 4 Magic the Gathering creatures.
Oh,
Yes!
God, we could be here all day.
I could name
15
4.
seconds on the clock.
Is it creature
Survey
types or
says.
actual
It
creatures?
just says creatures.
Oh God.
Done.
Oh God.
Ding. Friday done. Ding. Friday
I can do 4.
I can name 15 Yu-Gi-Oh creatures.
I
Let's
can,
go
I
four.
can do 10.
10. Go.
Prodigal Sorcerer, Prodigal Pyromancer.
That's not a creature.
Yes, it is.
It's a creature type.
Prodigal Pyromancer is a creature.
Creatures.
Oh, creatures.
You're killing his time.
Are you talking creature type?
Don't let him
Just
stall
count.
you.
Human, wizard, spirit. Zombie, sliver. elk, jellyfish, horse,
Thank you.
Elf.
soldier, cleric,
That's 10.
That's
Wow, very nice, McBride. That was impressive.
Horse.
Pass that on him.
dragon. I didn't say dragon.
Oh,
All right,
man.
Colin, you're up.
Golem.
White.
Oh,
I get a
wild
wild
card,
card.
baby.
So do I just
Pick
choose
the
any?
one
Yeah,
that I
Yes,
can
any
win.
one of them.
For films based on manga.
Oh boy.
Oh, God. 50 seconds on the clock.
I can do 4.
4.
I can't do any. I just wanted to grief you guys.
Come on.
I can do a lot of
Final
them,
bets?
but
I can do 5.
Okay, Colin, go for 5.
No, I want to clarify first. When we say films, do we mean like series or like actual feature
Stop the
movies?
We are talking
Like full length, hour plus.
Yeah.
Yes.
full films.
Oh, fuck you guys.
Go.
Okay.
30 seconds on the
Here we
clock.
go. I'm just gonna throw movie titles out there with no like importance to them. Battle of Gods, Dragon Ball Z. What was that Yu-Gi-Oh one? Screw it, Pokemon 2000. The lesser of the first two.
Time.
I'm taking the
Yu-Gi-Oh! The movie?
Was it actually just called the movie?
Yes.
Oh.
Howl's Moving Castle,
That's the
Akira,
best one.
Ghost in the Shell.
Ghost in the Shell, Spirited Away wasn't actually one.
Well,
Spirited Away was a
I had
Studio
to
Ghibli
name
film.
the actual movie title, didn't I?
All right. So
Ghost in the
let's-
Shell,
That's the name of the movie?
yeah.
the movie
I
that
never
just
watched
came out
it.
with Scarlett Johansson.
Never
Yes,
watched
it's called
it.
And by the way, Howl's Moving Castle does not count. It was not based off of a manga. It was based off of a book.
Yep.
I own that book. It's a very amazing book, but it is a...
Let's go
Bleach the
around the room real
Diamond
quick,
Dust
do a quick
Rebellion.
score
You know
update.
I'm a butthole. I'm sorry.
Are you?
The Moose?
I really love
I have
the book,
negative
though.
1.
Who's at negative 1? Colin,
Yeah.
how many points do you have?
-6.
Negative 6. He's going the opposite way. Nicky's on the board.
What is
with
this?
one.
I'm just having
No,
fun.
I don't
She
count.
doesn't count. She's a...
Pokemon Stadium champion Kari's got 1. Dan's got 1. I've got negative 2. So let's move on. Go on to Kari.
Good times. Yellow.
Wow.
Sci-fi.
Damn it.
Oh, this will be fun.
Oh,
I
God.
can't wait for this.
Oh, Jesus.
2 female characters in the Star Wars universe.
I can name 6.
15 seconds on the clock.
Okay, you have Ray, obviously.
Are you
No,
doing it
no,
now?
no.
Can
Oh.
somebody do
We're
7?
waiting for
Oh, you said 15 on the
anybody
clock.
else
Yeah.
to have a...
I heard on the
a bid.
clock.
I did too.
Can anybody do 7? Go.
Oh, you guys sicken me.
Okay, so you have Ray and Padme first off, then you have Queen Amidala, then you
Not-
have...
Nope.
Nope.
Same person.
Yeah.
Padme and Queen Amidala are the
yep.
same person.
That's all right.
Yep.
Keep going.
But she did have that
Yeah,
double
just
that
keep going.
she always used
You're-
as
you're
What's her
wasting
standard.
name?
time,
so
What's
it
her name?
counts.
Keep going.
Then you have... Thank you for interrupting me on my turn. Then you have Smee. You have Blue Tits, who's the Quellic. And then you have...
Time!
Time's up!
Yeah.
Princess, seriously? You forgot Princess Leia?
Padme, Leia,
I didn't forget her.
Ahsoka, Rey.
I didn't forget her.
You didn't say her.
Stop.
That doesn't mean I forgot
What's
her.
her name? Who's the general in Force Awakens?
Oh, the one that they like super shamed.
Yeah, what her face is.
Phasma.
Yeah.
Go.
Give it to die. Really? You literally put it in the opposite direction?
That's where everybody's points are going.
That's fair.
Mine aren't.
Oh.
Yellow! Sci-fi.
I just want one card. That's all I want.
You can have
Two
mine.
fictional sci-fi elements / materials.
What?
That's not even fair. You can literally just
You
go
can
on.
make up
I
anything.
can,
I can
wait,
do two.
wait. You said
Kyle's got
sci-fi?
2.
Sci-fi elements / materials.
15 seconds on the
Sci-fi.
clock.
If it was fantasy, I'd have a billion.
I can do 4.
Can I do 5? Going once.
Like you can just
Boys?
make them up.
Sold. Go ahead.
Beryllium, Tiberium, unobtainium,
That one was made up.
and
That one is real.
That one's real.
unobtainium is real.
It is. I meant
Um,
like as in the comics.
Crap.
What is
Kryptonite.
Wolverine?
Kryptonite.
That's 4. Great.
No, it doesn't
That's
count
not
because
sci-fi.
kryptonite is a real thing. It is a noble gas.
And it's
Look it
not
up.
sci-fi.
I have no
Yes, it
gas.
is.
No, it's not.
It's comics.
4, 3.
Otherwise, we could just say fantasy
Adamantium.
counts.
1. That's still 4.
It's still 4. You said 5.
Not gonna do it? No, I've done 5.
You only did 4. We've just.
Yeah, the category is sci-fi, not comics.
Right, he
No,
gave
but it is-
Animinium.
What
already.
did you say?
It doesn't actually. It doesn't. Yeah, it does say 2 fictional sci-fi elements.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Negative.
Yeah, I was gonna say if it did just say fictional in general, I would give it to you, but it
Yeah.
did say sci-fi in it.
That's the category.
Comic books.
Just want 1.
You're not gonna get one.
Well, you have -2 right now.
Shut up, Mr. -8.
I'm okay with that. I'm having
Oh,
fun.
the wrong freaking way there, Sean Connery.
What, we're doing
You
golf
too.
scores?
2 comic book deaths by natural causes.
They're comics. There's no natural cause.
Yes, they're...
I can name 2.
Cause?
You can do 2. Okay, 50 on the clock.
Batman.
Ah!
Oh, sorry. I'm so bad at this.
I-
But I didn't say what it was.
Going once. Going twice. Sold. Go for it.
Batman dies of old age, and Superman dies of old age.
Finally, you're on the board. Going
Peggy
the right
Carter
way.
dies of cancer.
Okay, thanks, Debbie Downer.
I'm just saying. That's
He
what I
did.
would...
He's not wrong. He did.
Oh, wild card.
Tony,
Oh,
Tony
come on,
Stark
Kyle.
also died of alcohol
Comic
poisoning at
book,
one
comic
point.
book.
I'm your
comic
Tony
friend.
Stark's
book.
also half alien.
Yeah, true.
Fun
Your
fact.
friend Kyle.
Oh.
Be kind, Kyle. Rewind.
What is with all of this cat hair
4.
and shit?
2
Cats.
named Disney kings or princess.
Wait,
Oh,
say
I
it
can
again.
do about
Wow.
75.
Wait, what?
2 named kings of Disney or princess.
I can name 7. Oh, princes. I can name
Princes.
3.
Okay,
I
3.
can do 4.
4.
4. Well, you're 5.
Nope.
5 going once.
Not named.
5 going twice. Sold. 4.
King Triton. Prince Charming, and that is
I
his
forgot
name.
about
That
the
is-
kings.
Prince,
Abukamura.
oh, the
Just
Sultan,
Prince.
and that's his name, Sultan.
Yes, it is.
And...
I can finish this off for you.
Does she only have 1 more?
Yes, 2.
Yes. No, I did 3.
I
Yeah,
can finish this
yeah.
off
You're
for you
5.
if you
Yeah,
like.
total 5.
Did I
Eric
say
and
5?
Prince
Yep.
Philip.
Yeah.
There you go. The
Thank you.
heckler gets the point. Because her
Wait.
points don't count.
Yep, just like in
Just like in
Whose
Whose
line is it anyway?
Her points
Hey!
don't count, so give her the card.
Everything's made up and the points don't matter.
Congratulations, you're on the board.
Sorry, I didn't.
I've been on the board.
You're welcome to have negative, I guess, but don't do it.
you.
Don't be like Spencer.
Fair. It's a very fair response. Shut up.
Don't
All right,
be
what we
like
got,
Spencer.
Black with general knowledge.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
You
And
heard
we
it.
have 2 fictional characters who carry whips. I can name 2.
Oh, God.
2 fictional characters that carry whips.
Alright, do I hear 3?
I can...
I can name 3.
You already have the high score.
Yeah, so I want to put that
You
high
can't-
score higher.
3?
Top
Okay.
myself! No.
Okay,
You
do I hear
can
4?
technically do that.
Do I hear 4?
I can do 4.
4. Do I hear 5?
All right.
Time's up. Go.
Whiplash, Craven, Indiana Jones, and Ivy from Soul Calibur.
Okay.
I forgot about Ivy.
Wonder Woman.
There's also On from Persona 5.
I was gonna say
give us back to you?
we also have
Because
Zorro.
I'm now at...
Oh.
I'm now
The Lone
gone.
Ranger
I'm
from-
Do I
broken
hear
even.
0? Right.
The Ashen one from Dark Souls.
You and friggin' Dark Souls.
Get good.
Yellow!
Sci-fi!
I know who's gonna win this one.
Oh, God.
2 technologies from Doctor Who.
I can name 3.
I can name
I can
4.
name negative. Wait. I can name -8.
Technologies, like in actual like devices.
2 technologies from Doctor Who.
I can name 4.
Have it.
All right, we got TARDIS. We got a sonic screwdriver. We got his fez, which did become an item that was to be able to use, and we have River Song's notebook.
I also want to point out spoilers, just in case.
It does. It's
It
Geek Out
happens. It
from
happens.
2013.
Yeah,
Well, but
that's
we're
not that
using
long ago.
but we're using current knowledge as well. So
Dan, this is
Some
gonna be the
people
final
may
round.
be just getting
Final
into the
round!
series.
Final round.
final round. Wild card.
You got Cracker.
I would like to be on the board, please.
I want tacos.
I'm on the board.
Only $20.
Wow.
Come on, Dan. Be nice.
How did I win this one? Oh yeah, that's right. Old age.
2 video games that require a microphone.
I can name 2.
I can name 3.
Can require. That's the hard thing.
All right, go Spencer.
Really, that's
Go
it.
ahead. Name 3.
Okay, you've got Rock Band, you've got Guitar Hero, and you've got Friday the 13th, the video game.
But does it require?
Yes.
Because you can play it without a headset.
You make me ashamed of you mostly because.
Hey, you Pikachu!
Also, the one
Ow!
Wolves Among Us.
Rage!
But like,
Okay, we're done.
but like,
I'm on the board. Give me the card.
Yeah.
no, you can
No,
totally
you're
play
not.
Rock Band
No,
with
you're not
just
because
a
you're
negative
guitar.
-2 over there.
I got one right. That's all I care about.
Put the -2 back though because you're still
I
at
did.
-1.
I have it right here.
All right.
Dang.
But you can totally play Rock Band without a
High
microphone.
rules luring has begun.
You guys are like
It's a feature.
vicious.
Yes.
Okay.
That's how you know we're friends.
So
How about
we're
so,
horrible
okay, hang on.
to each other.
We'll do High School Musical. Sing it.
Die.
High School Musical.
how about
singing.
just sing it in general?
That's fair. 2 games that take place in Las Vegas. I can name 2.
I can name 3.
Let me see the rules.
Take place, I guess.
I can name.
And we're
Okay.
at 3.
Before we continue, I would like to read that games, according to the glossary,
Mm-hmm.
it says games can be referred to games of any sort, including tabletop, board, card game, role-playing, or video games. It is not specified on the card what kind of
No,
game it
it's
is.
gaming.
Right, well, right. So it
Right.
says games, so, you know, I'll give you 15 seconds. We're at 3.
You also have to realize that take place in Las Vegas means it can't be something that's, oh, it can take place anywhere,
Right.
which means Vegas. Specifically, Vegas.
I can name 3.
Time's up.
Oh.
Who said 3?
I did.
Go.
Rainbow Six Vegas, Fallout New Vegas, and blanking on it right now.
I don't think that's a real one.
If he
Oh
fails
no,
it,
Hitman Blood Money had a,
There you go.
I was gonna say if you don't get this, Die Hard Trilogy 2 for the PlayStation 1.
Yeah. Or, you know, GoldenEye 007 had a Vegas level.
No, it didn't.
Vegas level, not specifically
Oh,
took place
you're
in
talking
Vegas.
about the remake for the
Yeah.
PS. Yeah. We don't talk about
needs
that,
the
and
back.
most of the game takes place in Europe.
Okay.
That's true.
Wild card.
Be gentle.
Be gentle. No.
None of this has been gentle. Why would we start now?
I have a positive 1 point.
Suck it.
I don't.
Isn't that what you normally tell?
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say like that doesn't sound like a punishment.
4 Middle Earth races.
I can name 5.
Okay. 5. Do I hear 6?
Yes.
6. Do I hear 7?
7.
7. Time. 7.
Elves, hobbits, dwarves, goblins, urukai,
Orcs aren't just elevated.
humans, and wraiths.
Aren't the Orcs humans ascended?
No.
Nope.
They are
Mordecai.
races.
Not
Alright.
humans, orcs ascended.
Give me
No.
the card.
Nope. They are a mix of the goblins and the orcs.
Oh, okay.
So they are their own race.
They are a crossbreed. What about Ents?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Okay, I understand that Ents is in
She
there,
only
but
needed
I
7.
still got to 7.
I
Did
know
I
what
not?
I'm saying. That's the one I thought of for whatever reason.
Alright.
I thought Ents.
I was
We
thinking of
got
Ents, I just couldn't remember their
Sci-fi
names,
on a
so.
yellow. 2 franchises in which Space Marines appear. I can name 3.
Space Marines? Okay, 3. Do I hear 4?
Space Marines. Can you read the question?
2 franchises in which Space Marines appear.
Oh, I could only do 3.
But I can name 3 as well.
Any
Time.
franchise?
Go.
Alright, we have Halo, Doom, and Alien.
Yay!
Yep.
You did it!
Oh wow! Didn't even think of Warhammer.
No, because I've
You
never
only
played
need 3.
Warhammer.
Warhammer 40k. Warhammer 40k. Mass Effect.
I mean, are they really
Sorry?
Space Marines or
Yes.
just Marines in space?
No,
because
Sorry.
there's a difference.
The Spectres are.
Stop trying to kill yourself.
The Spectres are. A
It's
space
not
marine
even
race.
short,
They're
but
a
it's
space
that
marine.
moment where you.
Did you say
where
that they're a
remember as
spacefaring
kid
race?
Watching
No,
the,
because
Spectres aren't a
blade
single
on
race.
the
They're not
inside
a
of
race.
the.
No, Spectres
Fan.
are a.
Oh,
are a,
well, that's
Special
that's one.
tactics
I
and
was thinking
reconnaissance.
more like the blades inside of a. Oh
a fan.
my God! You literally just said that, you asshat.
I didn't hear it.
Jesus. 3 conversations taking place. That was hard to keep track of.
Ah, I'm done.
Read
Dude,
the
it's a lot like a fan.
Blades inside a lawnmower.
God damn it.
Blades inside a
I just
fan.
want to get back to 0.
All I get are sci-fi questions. Why?
We're okay with this.
6 sci-fi ship pilots.
Oh God.
6.
I can.
I can name 6.
6. Do I hear 7?
Is it? I mean, fine. I was saying it.
Do I hear 7?
I can say 7, but I can't
Going once.
say 7.
Going twice?
So
Go.
for 6.
Captain Janeway, Captain Picard, Captain Kirk, Captain Shepard.
What?
Captain Shepard.
Commander Shepard.
Commander Shepard,
Yeah,
excuse me.
Never a captain.
She was the captain of that ship. That's what
She was the
Commander
XO. She never became a captain. They state that
Wait, how many did you say?
in
you
the 3rd game.
6.
Okay.
Doctor Who.
That's fair.
Bill and Ted.
See, I could be a total dick and invoke the franchise rule and say Star Trek can only be used once.
And I'm going to punch you.
I mean, we took
That
it from
actually would
Dan.
not be
We
fair
we
because
did take
it's
it from Dan.
pilots specifically, and this is not going.
That's fair.
Pilots
It doesn't
can be
say.
from
anything.
It doesn't say name a series in which.
With about 5 minutes left, let's rack up the points.
1.
1.
Negative 1.
Negative 6.
I have 2.
I had
Holy
fun.
crap. Kari won. Jesus.
Yay, Kari!
I have only
playing
lost
you guys.
one game since we
Christ.
started Game of the Week, by the way.
Uh,
And that was a team effort.
Hey,
it
should we
wasn't
figure
just
out-
me.
Is
But
that
I
the
was
game
pretty
I
bad.
played?
How do we figure out
Actual
what's
secret
next?
bases,
But-
2 characters from Tron, 4 Middle Earth objects, 4 Steven Spielberg films, 6 video games in which a princess character appears.
That's going to do it for us.
Most
Slack
of
off
them.
the show here on the Elite Ringside Network. Of course, live from Johnny C. Card Studios. We will be back next week with another Moose movie review, more What a Dick stories. We will be playing
Some sort of game.
some sort of game in the Johnny C. Cards board game rack.
I still say we play who can shove that down their throat the farthest without gagging.
I win.
But nobody wants to play that
I
game with me.
win. So from everybody here at the Elite Ringside Network, I'm the Elite Ringside Network heavyweight champion Spencer Hart saying, see you guys next week.
I could totally fucking game the system on this garbage.